If you've been out and about, you know it's that time of year. Today, grab your milk. We're going to get our Girl Scout tasting badge and determine exactly what the top 5 are in the old Murph's book. Let's do this.
Can Murph do this? 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 Can Murph do this?
It's that time of year. And no, I'm not talking about Easter or opening day of baseball or you finally having to mow your lawn with all those ratty big brown spots and you got to move that weird jungle gym you inherited with the house and nobody's really played on it in 5 years, but it's still there and it grows like these pussy willows up through the spokes and you wouldn't let the kids play on it anyways because it's rusty, but you don't want to pay to have it removed, and spring cleaning is just like not here yet. I digress. All that's irrelevant because it's time to eat Girl Scout cookies. And the Girl Scouts are doing it a little different anymore. You know, you go to your local hardware store, your local college bookstore, you see those little tykes out there saying, "Mister, do you want to buy some cookies?" And it's like, heck yeah, little girl, I wouldn't be at the hardware store on a Wednesday between 4 and 6 if I wasn't buying Girl Scout cookies. I'd be here like on a Saturday with my friend Juan, who's much better at using his hands, and like I just put the card through the machine and Juan does the bill. Anyways, there are many Girl Scouts. There's popular dietary restricted Girl Scout cookies now. There's a new brand that has 2 different twists. We'll get to all that, but we're going to go through the top 5 Girl Scout cookies of 2017. And we're going to start off, this one is more of a tribute to a Murph gone by. This is the trefoil. And the big idea with the trefoil is it's basically a shortbread cookie. To put that in perspective, like, you know those big tins you get at Christmas time and they're blue and you get them shaped like pretzels or you get them shaped like little shortbreads? That's what this is most comparable to without the sugar on top. And this doesn't make my top 5 per se. It'd probably be a little lower, like in the 6 to 8 range, but my father loved these cookies and he would eat them with coffee and I would eat them with tea. And it's just a throwback. So I had to get a box for him right after I donated a box back. That's the thing to do if you buy your Girl Scout cookies. You donate one back, they give them to the boys overseas serving in the military, or they give them to the local church group, or they give them to the Boys and Girls Club. Regardless, make sure you donate one when you get in there. And it's supposed to have the Girl Scout logo. I don't know where that is, if the press was broke that day, or if these are ones that like were out of the oven too soon. But here's to you, Dad. I'm going to give a little nibble to a trefoil. And if my face twists up, I still do love them, I promise you. Oh, it's so buttery. And delish. These are definitely better with a hot drink. But number 5, the trefoil. And it's got this wonderful blue box, and let's see what the girls are doing on it. No, they're getting their painting badge. They're up to all kinds of good things. These Girl Scouts are future great Americans, current great Americans, but they will be doing great things for years to come. Now on to the nitty-gritty of the really good Girl Scout cookies. I don't know who Savannah is, but her Savannah smiles sure make me smile. These are a traditionally lemony good Girl Scout cookie. Crisp, zesty lemon wedge cookies dusted with powdered sugar. And either that's, I don't know what they're doing in this one. It looks like they're working a soup kitchen or something. They got their little hats and their little hairnets on, so good for you girls. This one is the Financing My Future badge, so I guess these are the ones. They're not a hard sell, they're really good. They're kind of messy because they do have that powdered sugar on top. And they kind of come in a bag. Like these ones were individual sleeves, the old trefoils, which is more traditional, but I actually prefer a bag because the problem with these things is if you get them open, the bag splits and then they're all over the box, all over the floor, all over the place. But I don't have time to talk about that right now. I gotta get a lemony cookie in my gullet. And these ones, oh baby. Crunchy and zesty. These are good all by themselves. I like to put like 5, 6 of these into a sandwich bag and throw it in my lunch. That's more of a tea one. This is more of a lunch one. But these are old school. These have been around for a while, these Savannah Smiles. And they all do have little stories. Go to Girl Scout, Google Girl Scouts, and you can read all the backstory on the cookies. But yeah, baby. I can eat these ones all by themselves. Savannah Smiles, number 4. Now, as mentioned in the open, the Girl Scouts are an innovative bunch. They don't want to rest on their laurels with all their fabulous, famous cookies. They want you to want some more cookies. And yes, I got dad jokes. This is the Girl Scout s'more cookie. This is the sandwich one. They also have one that looks like a Keebler fudge shop, like the graham cracker ones with the chocolate around them. So depending on your area, you would get one or the other. I am pleased as punch to have gotten these ones that are the sandwiches. Crunchy graham sandwich cookies with creamy chocolate and marshmallow filling. As you can see, these Girl Scouts are unsupervised, melting hot confectionery somewhere. Hopefully there's a counselor nearby and they're not having a marshmallow fight and some poor girl's going to have to grow up with an eye patch. I'm sorry, Eileen. Between that and the wooden leg, you're off to a rough start. But anyways, be safe, girls. Let's see. I have not had these yet. Let's see exactly. And the fun keeps coming. Again, even the packaging. This is packaged sort of traditionally in the little tray. Let's see what the Girl Scout s'more is all about. Oh, baby. So this has like little fishing expedition and train tracks on it and Girl Scout s'mores on the front. And I feel like this is going to be awesome. Does not disappoint. It's crunchy, it's soft in the middle. You feel like these wouldn't go stale if you tried. And you always will want some more. And you can eat 2 of these cookies. They'll have 10 grams of sugar and 150 calories. You know you gotta triple that. You're still in the ballpark of less than a Crunch Bar. And actually, the Girl Scouts of America branched out a bunch of times with their Girl Scout cookies. They have made Crunch Bars where it was Thin Mints and Samoas and Dabble Doodles and Waddle Doodles and Scabadaydays and whatever else they name these things. Some of the names are harder than others. And they've made ice cream. And the number 1 and 2 top 5 Girl Scout cookie flavors that we're about to explore have their own breakfast cereal. Bum, bum, bum. You're not getting enough cookie in your day. You need to start your day the Girl Scout way with the number 2 cookie, and we'll eat the cookie and then we'll explore the cereal. This baby is vegan, son. So if you're only eating fruits and veggies and sprouts and avoiding Jell-O because it's got animal bones in it, look it up. You're going with the Girl Scout Thin Mint. And an FYI, for all you glutton-frees out there, you glutton-free gluttons, there is a new Girl Scout called the Trio, and it's like peanut butter or something, and it's gluten-free. Maybe that's really the number 1 cookie, because much like our bacon cheddar Lay's do us a flavor, we couldn't find these Trios anywhere. There's either a lot of people that are gluten-free. They figured so few of these gluten-free people would buy the cookies because they're so overly healthy anyways. Could not find them anywhere. And we looked literally 2 places. Never mind it. These are vegan though, so let's see if the old Thin Mint holds up. I remember eating these with my grandma in like 1990. Like these Thin Mints have been around forever. She would put them in the freezer and we would eat them frozen and they would still crunch out quite nicely. So let's see if the Thin Mint, and maybe it's always been vegan and now they're just selling it. Maybe before they're like, holy cow, if we tell people these are vegan, they're not going to want to eat them. Maybe they've always been vegan. I don't know. If I bite into this and I get like some sprouts in my teeth, you got to let me know in the comments section below. And don't forget to look back on all those delicious Oreos we ate a couple of weeks ago too. appropriate that the box is green too, that they're vegan. Better eat a third to be sure. Yeah, I was right on the first one. These are still regular old Thin Mints. But in regular old, I mean delicious and nutritious. The Girl Scout Cookie Program promotes 5 skills that girls can use through their life, FYI. Goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. And those are all 5 things that have ruined 5 of my marriages. Just lack of those. Mostly goal setting. We didn't know what we were doing after we met in Vegas and got married an hour later by Elvis. Anyways, as promised, that is your number 2 cookie. Let's see how the Thin Mint Girl Scout cereal tastes. And you can be a conservation superstar by turning off your lights and making sure your pets aren't out on the lawn making a doo-doo. That's what the game on the back says. But let's see how this stacks up. And it says, no high fructose corn syrup. That's good. No colors from artificial sources, so they're not putting any oil-based paint in here. And no artificial flavors, so no red number 5. So it's sweetened with whole grain corn cereal. So let's see exactly how the Thin Mint Girl Scout cereal shakes out. And it kind of looks like Cookie Crisp. As you can see, or like the old Reese's cereal. Don't forget, you can check out our movie cereal extravaganza, C-E-R-E-A-L, not S-E-R-I-A-L. This isn't a spelling bee, but Girl Scouts should be good spellers. Alright, got some of that in there. Let's put a little milk, and I know you're waiting on bated breath to see what the number 1 Girl Scout cookie is, but if you've done your homework, you would know that I also said it also has a cereal associated with it. So let's see just how cereally this cereal really is. A very faint sense of mint. And I'm not saying you should use some artificial mint flavor, but let's see if there's even anything with peppermint in here. Whole grain corn, sugar cornmeal, dextrose, palm oil, cocoa processed with alkali. I thought that was the guy who worked down at the Greek deli, alkali. No mint. It's a fine cereal. Just don't expect it to taste like a Thin Mint. But why not just call it Girl Scout brand cereal then? Because it's chocolatey. But so what? There's chocolate in a bunch of these. It's got to be minty. Come on, baby. Alright. So, last, and certainly not least, because it's the best Girl Scout cookie you'll ever have, the Samoa! Or, depending on the region of the country you're living in, the Caramel Delight. Because, you know, the Girl Scouts, I'm not saying they're a very PC organization, but they're very mindful. But I don't know any Samoans that would be upset with being associated with the best tasting cookie in the world. And look at this girl here, she's like, what's the deal with the Samoa? I'm working on my stand-up comedy badge. I'm a future Kathleen Madigan. Because she's a little ginger, but she's a lovely girl. Girl Scouts, speaking out on issues I care about allows me to inspire others to get involved and make a difference. I'm about to get involved with this box of Samoas and make a difference of 20 cookies to 0. But I'm going to just eat one now and save the rest for after. Because boy, these Samoas, you're always going to want Samoa. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, s'more. I just stole your joke of wanting some more by saying I want Samoa. Get out of here. I'm not as funny as this girl, but let's see. That we don't even have to see. They're still delicious. They're still the best Girl Scout cookie. Even if you don't like coconut, even if you don't like chocolate, it's still thebomb.com, son. Oh. There's a reason they take these off the market for a while every year. Because if they were out year long, 90% of America would die of the beatus. Because these are the best cookies ever. And you really could put a hurting on a whole box in half a sitting. In half the time it takes you to sit down, most of them are gone. But as promised, the Girl Scouts aren't fools. They know what's popular, and they have made again, caramel crunch, not Samoa, caramel crunch, but as you can see, where there's smoke, there's fire. If it walks like a cookie and talks like a cookie, it's a cereal. Let's see what this is all about. And here's the rub with the Girl Scouts this year. Depending on where you buy them, they're about $4 a box. $4 a box. Comparable flat price in Girl Scouts. I like the way you think. Don't price me out on some delicious breakfast cookie cereal like Cookie Crisp did so many years ago. You're dead to me, Cookie Crisp dog. Now these kind of look more like French toast or something, but I promise you they're supposed to be these Samoas. So let's get some milk on here and get this all wrapped up. Oh yeah, boy. And don't forget also, last week we ate those Peeps. There were Oreo cookies in there. Not as good as these. Peep Oreos, boo. Let's see how the caramel crunch cereal stacks up. Girl Scouts, stick to the cookies. Again, it's fine. But like, don't tease me. Like, don't make these look like these. And expect me to like crack them open and be satisfied. They're like, it's like when they put Coke in a Freezy. It doesn't taste like a Coke. It tastes like icy stuff that had Coke spilt on it and it sat for a while and the caramel all seeped through. Again, fine breakfast cereal. I hope you make $1 million and it all goes to little green hats and sashes. Fine. I'm good with that. But they're not these. And they never will be. Stick to what you know. Unless you want to bring back those Crunch Bars. They were really good. Ice cream I haven't had. Anyways, I digress. What I have had is plenty of time on social media. Ken Murph Do This on Facebook. At Ken Murph Do This on Twitter and Instagram. Go and see all the fun happening. Be social. Share the video. If you like it, like the video. Word of mouth. Get it out there. These cookies don't buy themselves. We'd like some ad revenue. We want a thing for Listoria playing before this video. If you have a runny nose and itchy feet, take Listoria because your feet smell and your nose runs. And it should be the other way around. But email us, kenmurphdotthis@gmail.com. Comment below. If you want a sticker, hit us up on any of those. We still got stickers. Randall's stacking them and Mr. Munklesworth is knocking them over. And then the next thing you know, all bets are off. So we did finally determine where our Irish snacks were. So next week, Ken Murphy Eat the World, Irish snacks, belated St. Patrick's Day. I hope you had a good one and you didn't wake up all full of corned beef and regret. Well, actually I hope you did because that's the way you do it on St. Pat's. But that'll be next week, belated St. Patrick's Day. And till that time, I got my milk. I got my milk. I got my cookies. Ugh, pineapple cookies. I'm going to be enjoying this by myself and with friends, and I'm going to be wearing a tiger suit and just dancing with a big weird smile. And until that time, I will see you next time we do this.